All right, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Is it Sunday night yet?
It is. It's Sunday evening.
It's late afternoon, early dinner, supper. But hey, stop traffic. Sunday is here. Hope you guys are having a great one so far. As we get ready, it's under 4 hours to the Bills and the Ravens are kicking off in Baltimore. The blackout is on tonight. The all-black unis are going to be in effect. And, hey, it's a good little present for the Ravens earlier. Pittsburgh goes down to the one and only Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco horn.
Oh, my goodness. You know, it's still strange in the fact that the Colts, I know people feel a certain way about the Indianapolis Colts because they left Baltimore, but at least if one guy can be a bright spot in that situation, it's just Joe Flacco, man.
Yeah.
He still knows how to beat Pittsburgh. And that's a big one. That was one of the many interesting games, Brad.
Oh, my God.
But we got a lot to talk about for the game tonight. And actually, we're going to have our first edition, Boots on the Ground. So you might notice it's a little bit, the crowd isn't as big in here right now.
Nobody there.
No one's here.
No one's here.
No one's here. That's because actually two of our members, Zach Bollinger and Rocco DeSangro, are going to be boots on the ground. They will be joining in from the stadium in the tailgate areas. We want to see what's going on, what Bills Mafia is all about. We want to see what the atmosphere is like down near M&T Bank Stadium and getting updates. Maybe we'll see when some players are heading in as well. So that's all we got at the moment. But, Brad, I think this is like one we've had this game for the Ravens. We've had this circled for a while. Felt good that they got the win last week. But now looking at what's happened, get to 2-2 here. You're feeling pretty damn good heading in to play the Bengals.
Yeah, but the thing is, Rip, you know, looking at the Bills, it's a tall task. And we already kind of knew that coming in here. But the offense for the Bills is number one in the league, scoring 37.3 points per game. Josh Allen has 634 passing yards through 3 games, 7 touchdowns. The other thing is 0 interceptions. That is very un-Josh Allen-like. 0 interceptions from the Bills quarterback. Their offense, Allen attributes on the ground 85 rushing yards, which is kind of unusual for him too. So like this is a very different offense than we've seen from the Bills of past. So year 7 for Josh Allen, and he looks like a brand new quarterback.
Well, and he looks like a guy that's really settled into his own, and he was out to prove something as well. I think for the longest time, people have talked about Lamar Jackson feeling like he hasn't gotten the credit he deserved and saying, well, he hasn't had the weapons. You know, for Josh's case, right, they're going, oh, you're not a complete quarterback without Stephon Diggs. You know, when Stephon Diggs came to Buffalo, it changed your whole career, which partially could be true that you're able to develop. But then Josh Allen developed even more and more.
Right.
And we'll get into it actually with the list. Dan Orlovsky had his top 5 quarterbacks. We'll play that clip for you in a little bit. And he's number 1 for right now, and for good reason. Josh is doing everything. They're moving the ball around. There's not one specific guy you have to just target in that passing offense. That defense is playing extremely well.
Yep.
Now, the one thing we don't know, right, Brad?
Yeah, I was just going to say the defense has also been pretty stout. They only have been allowing 16 points a game, which is 7th in the NFL. The pass defense is ranked 8th, which is solid, and they have been more vulnerable against the run, however, which plays in the Ravens' favor because of that Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson combo. So it's going to be a great game. I mean, I think that the Bills haven't faced a team yet this year quite like the Ravens, and so it'll be interesting to see if the Ravens can control the clock with that run game and the weakness, if there is one, in that Bills defense. I think that's going to be one of the big keys to the game.
Yeah, and especially kind of seeing what has happened. So we look back on the first 3 weeks of the season for the Bills. The Cardinals, it's up in the air. I think that they have potential, but we don't know yet. And they're playing the Commanders right now. It's 7-7 as we are doing this show. We'll keep you updated on that because I think everyone's on Jaden Daniels' watch. I think being a fan, dude's a beast. 7-7 in that game. But going back, so the Cardinals are playing them, but how good are the Cardinals? The Dolphins, yes, Tua was playing that game, but they've owned that series with Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
And then we don't know who Miami is yet. Now, Tyler Huntley, former Ravens, going to have a chance to try to right the ship for them or keep them afloat. And then the Jaguars can't win. They haven't won this year. They had a very tough loss against a divisional opponent. The Texans just finished up about, 20 minutes ago?
Yep.
So is the quality of the opponent So high for the Bills, we don't know, but they have dominated. If you're supposed to beat the hell out of teams, they're beating the hell out of teams.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Bills for that. Should be a lot of fun. Where do we want to start with this? And first off, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. But also, I see some of our regulars. Rick, just another quantum wave function. Joe, yep, we were not sure if we actually thought it was a good idea to have Zach and Rocco go out, boots on the ground, but we're giving it a go.
Yeah.
Laura, good to see you guys. Fat O's fan. Yeah, what a weird chain of events for Richardson during that game.
Yeah, bro. Like, so I didn't really understand this. If you guys didn't watch that game, Richardson obviously injured his hip on a run play. Then is on the sideline for one play, comes back in and does another running play, only to slide into Minkah Fitzpatrick, which honestly I didn't really understand. He goes out there limping, only to go out and run again. And then the slide was awkward, not looking good for Richardson. I don't know if it was like a dislocated hip or something wasn't right. And he didn't even go to the tent after that. He went straight to the locker room, and we never saw him again. Joe Flacco, as we know, did what he did.
And it's not crazy to think again that Joe Flacco might be playing the.
Bro, I know.
Yeah, it's a second life of Joe. And
a third life of Joe.
Third life of Joe, I guess you want. Fourth life of Joe. If you're thinking about after Baltimore, Denver didn't work out, and then the Jets, and then you get to Cleveland last year.
Philly.
And Philly.
Yeah.
It's just all over the place. But, you know, because of Richardson's style, and unfortunately he's had some brutal injuries, but he is a guy that is more susceptible to hits and plays. Joe is going to have an opportunity, stepped right in, and they did their thing. So
you think with Richardson, you think the lack of experience, I mean, what, this was like his 18th, 19th start since college or something like that?
Yeah.
Since high school.
And he's still so young, right?
And so, like, I think there's just like this, you have to wonder if there's this feeling of invincibility from Richardson. I mean, you know, obviously last year was pretty tough on him, and but, you know, it seems as he's been kind of just as reckless as far as taking care of his body was concerned.
Yeah, and then also, too, that's the style, at least when they talk about the quarterbacks that take a lot of hits. That's why it's interesting that Lamar Jackson has that persona of being a running quarterback. He runs, but he doesn't take maybe the hits that Anthony has taken. Josh Allen actually takes more of the hits, but Josh Allen's built like, let me use the phrase correctly, a brick shit house. That's it. So like Josh Allen's like 6'4", 6'5", 245. Like, you know, and Anthony Richardson is that big, but we've seen he's already been susceptible to just the injuries already. So I'm not saying that it's not necessarily being fragile at all, but his style is rugged. It's tough.
Yeah.
And Shane Steichen calling a run play when he came back in, that was pretty nuts.
Wasn't it called run play? I couldn't determine if it was or it wasn't, or if it was Richardson improvising.
Yeah, let's go back. The fact that Richardson ran on the next play. Let's not assume. Let's not make an ass out of you and me.
Right.
We're just gonna just say, but it was brutal, right?
Yeah.
So they lose their quarterback. Don't know how long he's out, but Joe Flacco stepped in. Colts now are 2-2, beat the Steelers, and people are feeling good. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got to tell you what, you know, even though the weather outside today is kind of gloomy, it's down. There's
all week, man. It's been like this all week.
But there's this calmness early, and now you're feeling a little bit of energy picking up around the city.
Yep.
And this right now has the chance to be the game of the year. I think I saw Matt say, or who was saying about there could be a reality check. Hobo headlines. I got a feeling that Buffalo could be in store for a reality check. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out, or have the Ravens fix their issues in the fourth quarter and play a complete game, or is Buffalo truly this top team in the AFC through 4 weeks?
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
One of those two things tonight. Either Ravens fans, I'm going to be terrified for tomorrow's show, which will be live at 3 p.m., by the way. And we got some coverage. It's the crossover baseball playoffs on Tuesday. We promise.
Yes.
We got a lot coming there.
Here's what I'll say about this. So we talked about it at the top of the show, the keys to the game. Buffalo has allowed 118.3 yards a game. The Ravens have the second best rushing offense in the league, obviously led by Lamar Jackson. Derrick Henry is second best rusher on the team. Jackson's had 702 passing yards so far this season, 254 rushing yards. Henry's got 281. Most of them came in the Dallas game last week, and has 4 tutties already in 3 games. Baltimore's averaging 203.3 rushing yards per game, which honestly could blow this wide open for Buffalo. So Buffalo, they've, like I said, they've been on fire the first 3 games of the season, but this is going to be something. Can that rush defense hold up? I don't know. I think it's going to be a tall task for Buffalo.
Oh, certainly. It's going to be a interesting task. And Josh Allen has had up and down numbers against Baltimore. Last time that the Ravens and the Bills played, the Ravens had a 17-point lead in Baltimore that they unfortunately lost. That was when Marcus Peters and John Harbaugh were going at it. And the Bills got the win at the end, late field goal. So a lot to discuss here.
I will say this. Ravens defense, their pass defense, obviously, as we know, has been kind of like a weak spot. They've been allowing 291 yards a game passing, which, you got to be able to defend the pass at least somewhat. But they've only been allowing 50 rushing yards a game. If James can't cook, I think it's also going to be a struggle on that offensive side of the ball. The more that Josh Allen throws the ball, as we know, the more susceptible he is to interceptions. And given the fact that he hasn't thrown one yet this year, we'll get into the betting side of things. But I think that we could take maybe the over on a half, at least that one interception tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? Sorry, I just got a video sent to me that just happened.
What happened?
Rashee Rice got carted off the field.
No.
On an interception that Mahomes threw, and Mahomes took him out by mistake, making the tackle. Hit him right in the knee.
Mahomes tackled him?
Hit Rashee. I gotta get this video for you guys.
What? What just happened?
It is so unfortunate of what happened. Apparently, Rashee Rice just got carted off the field because of it.
Wow. Xavier Worthy time.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Shirts and pants.
That's crazy.
I hope that Rashee Rice is going to be okay. I'm going to pull it. You know what? I might just do it from Twitter, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fine. Just screen share it.
Oh, man. And I apologize in advance. It's on the replay we'll see here. Let me get it for you guys. Well,
as you're pulling that up, just also wanted to point out too. So as I'd mentioned, key matchups to watch. We've talked about the Ravens defense and their weaknesses. We've talked about Buffalo and their weaknesses. Josh Allen versus Ravens secondary is going to be the matchup to watch, right? Because of the insane amount of passing yards that Josh already has, and how they've been able. Here's the thing that I'll say about this too. The reason that I think that Josh Allen has been so good in the passing game, obviously he's Josh Allen, but that rushing attack has really set up the pass game from the play action pass has been incredible for Josh Allen. But if James cannot cook, as we've talked about, it's going to be really tough for Josh Allen. So that's going to be a key matchup to watch. Josh Allen versus the Ravens secondary, the Ravens rushing attack versus the Bills rush defense. Ravens ground game will test Buffalo's defense, which ranks 16th against the run. Baltimore controls the clock with their running game. That could limit Allen's opportunities. We've seen this kind of play out before. If the Ravens can really take control of the clock and get ahead quickly, then it's going to be really tough for the Bills to pull ahead.
Oh, for sure. And we got so much of it. And we're going to have the clip of Josh Allen praising Lamar and the Ravens. Same with Von Miller.
Yep.
But let me show you this play here while I have it. So you guys can see the screen.
Yeah,
I'm going to zoom in.
Yeah, I was going to say zoom in on that.
And I'm
ligaments. That looks like
Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I was going to say very similar to a Nick Chubb type of injury.
Man, that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt. No doubt about it. Literally hurt.
What's with Patty Mahomes throwing all the INTs?
He says he hasn't played well. Was he in Dan Orlovsky's top 5? Find out here in about 10 minutes. But why don't we play a little bit of the clips here from Buffalo coming in?
Yeah.
Josh Allen was asked about Lamar Jackson and the whole Ravens, and also a little bit of his own situation ahead of this big matchup. So why don't we play that clip for you guys?
Inspiration to a lot of people in this country. The way that he plays the game, the doubters that he had coming out, and asking to switch positions early on, and then for him to show the resiliency and the work ethic and the attitude to go forward and win 2 MVPs. Guys around the league, they see that he's really changed the way that I think guys play the game. But make no mistake about it, he can throw the snot out of the football, and got a lot of respect for him, a lot of love for him. Love watching him play because every play is never dead with him. You know, he's got a crazy ability to keep plays alive and make guys miss and then get the ball downfield. So he's a special player.
So right there, Josh Allen saying a lot of respect. A lot of respect. Both of them have gone through their own criticisms. Like I alluded to earlier, Josh Allen, when he came in the league, people thought his delivery wasn't quick enough. He wasn't going to be able to develop in Buffalo. Then they made the trade for Stephon Diggs. And then you saw it each and every year. And then the question came, well, can Josh do it without Stephon Diggs? So far, so good. And Joe Brady, shout out Joe Brady, their offensive coordinator, has done a tremendous job of implementing their run game extremely well and using Josh to his strengths as both a passer and a runner. But the biggest thing that's Josh's strength, and also it's a killer. Lamar does it too, is improvisation. The biggest thing, we're going to pull up a play from last game. If you guys watch the Jaguars versus the Bills, do not let Josh Allen extend the play. Do not let him get outside of the pocket because he will beat you. So, Brad, I'll pull this one up here for a second.
Yep.
So you guys are going to see this is the Monday night play, Jags-Bills here inside the 10-yard line, goal to go here. Josh Allen, you're going to eventually see him find Dalton Kincaid for the tutty. But you're going to see Josh is waiting, knows he's got to get out of the pocket, and Kincaid on the top of the screen's following him, and Josh just throws an absolute rocket. So if you just watch it again, I'll just play it one more time. Right there, trying to contain him. But he gets outside right here, and you see Dalton Kincaid at the top of your screen. I wish I could just circle on this laptop. And Josh's arm strength's, second to none. You could say him and Mahomes probably have pure arm strength is unbelievable.
Yep.
Throws a bullet there. That is what cannot happen for the Ravens tonight. If you're able to contain them, good things are going to happen, especially right now with how this weather is looking. It does not feel like it's going to be a offensive, now that I said it, it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be like 38-35. But in all seriousness, looking at the weather right now in Baltimore, it's a little bit cloudy. It's a little bit gloomy. And at the moment, if I'm reading this correctly, not a lot of rain at game time, but as we get to 9 to 10, it's going to go between 40 to 56%. So not a lot of heavy rain, but could that be enough to impact the game? We'll find out. But it just feels like it's going to be a heavyweight type of battle. That's personally what I think.
Which honestly plays in the Ravens' favor. If they end up having to rush the ball more, then that's going to be something that's going to play to Baltimore's strength.
I'm with you. I think that Baltimore wants to begin the game where you have to say, hey, your run game versus our run game. And by the way, the Baltimore Ravens have been the best against the run this year.
Yeah, 50 yards a game. That's what they're allowing.
Pretty good. Pretty good. What's also been pretty good so far is that Buffalo Bills defense. And Von Miller's looking like, not saying he was prime Von Miller, but he's looking more like that Von Miller that makes the big impacts.
Yep.
Von Miller was asked about trying to stop this Ravens offense, and he's got a ton of respect for what this unit can do.
Yeah. I actually want to do a little bit of a score update too, since we haven't done this yet. Chargers are up 10-0 versus the Chiefs. Jim Harbaugh.
It's real.
I don't know if anybody actually necessarily doubted Jim Harbaugh and his ability to turn that club around, but to do it like this it's goddamn impressive. I mean, look, the game's it's still early,
Far from over.
But damn, the Chargers are for real. Commanders are up 14-7 over the Cardinals. Patriots are getting their asses whooped. It's eight minutes left in the second quarter, 13-0. And I say that I know that, but the Patriots have almost zero offense going on, not just in points. Browns are up 10-0 over Raiders. We talked about Chiefs Chargers. The early games, Broncos and the Jets game was absolutely ugly. Aaron Rodgers didn't do much. Broncos won that game 10-9. Vikings Packers was an absolutely incredible game. Vikings actually ended up pulling that game off, but for a game where Jordan Love threw 3 interceptions and it to be that close. 31-29 was the final of that game. Saints Falcons. Falcons won by 1 point and a last minute 58-yard field goal by Koo. That was an incredible game. Eagles got their asses handed to them by the Buccaneers. And, bro, Baker Mayfield and company look like a Super Bowl contender already.
Well, they bounced back.
Yeah.
They bounced back after that game against the Broncos. But the Broncos? Are the Broncos kind of a team? They went to the Meadowlands and beat Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
Yeah.
And this was actually, if we remember correctly, Sean Payton said all those words about Nathaniel Hackett, and the Jets won last year, but Rodgers didn't play in that game.
Yeah.
Rodgers played in this game, and I'll tell you what, the Broncos defense, which they did to Baker Mayfield and the Bucs, it's really wide open.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people were worried about the Ravens starting 1-2 or 0-2, and then you're hitting the panic button. It's anyone's game right now.
Yeah. September is so crazy.
There's no clear cut, man. This team's unbelievable. Buffalo is that closest team. We're going to figure out a lot tonight, probably of that one group now, right?
Yep.
Pittsburgh showed that they're vulnerable, but we already knew that.
Yeah.
Then, obviously, the 49ers, who are a contender. The Vikings, even, they are probably the most complete team. Sam Darnold, again, They were up big, but they almost blew it. They almost gave it away.
Yeah.
But they go on the road and win. They're probably the most complete team. Brian Flores is doing a great job with that defense. Forced 4 turnovers today, even though they gave up 29 points. So the defense of teams was great. I'm looking at the Broncos-Jets game. Over or under 50 yards from Bo Nix passing.
Was it under? He threw less than 50 yards.
Just over 60. Bo Nix was 12 of 25 for 60 yards.
That's tough.
And 60 of them were to Cortland Sutton.
What were
and then 1 catch for 3 yards to Michael Burden, 2 catches for 3 yards to Javonte Williams, and then 2 or 4 other receptions that resulted in -6 yards.
That's crazy.
Bo Nix was 12 of 25 for 60 yards, and they beat the New York Jets on the road.
Well, what were Aaron Rodgers' numbers?
225, 24, 42, 5.4 yards, average completion. Their run game, Breece Hall had 10 carries for 4 yards.
Wow. And he fumbled.
And no, Garrett Wilson fumbled. No Breece Hall fumbled, at least from what I see. But shirts and pants, man, I'll tell you what. Yeah. It is it's wild.
Yeah. The rest of the games in the afternoon, Bengals ended up, so I actually chose the Panthers as my dog of the week. Bengals ended up pulling that game out and beat them by 10, 34-24. It wasn't a pretty game by any stretch of the imagination. It definitely looked like there were times where the Panthers could threaten to actually overtake the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow didn't look great still yet again. Honestly, it really was the Jamar Chase show. He was the one that really kind of was the X factor in this game. Jaguars, Texans, that was another nail biter. Jaguars lost 20-24. Steelers, as we know, Joe Flacco came in and put the Steelers down, the fake 3-0 team, 27-24. The Rams ended up losing to the Bears 24-18, which was also an ugly ass game.
Yeah, a lot of ugly games earlier, and we're showing you guys the dogs of the week here. I finally, right now, I'm the one that's locked in for the dog of the week win right now, currently with the Commanders and Zach. They're winning this game as we speak, but there's a lot of football left to be played. Jaden Daniels threw an interception.
Oh, the first one.
First one, 9 of 10 with 1 interception on the game.
So, wow. I mean, that's still pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? If you have Juwan Jennings, I hope you put him in your lineup. He just caught a 70-yard pass.
Wow.
But let's play that clip, Brad, while we're still talking with this Ravens game. As we get closer and we get our boots on the ground group, as we just got a text that we might have some action that they are touchdown boots on the ground. So in a little bit, we'll reach out to Zach and Rocco to see what the hell was going on down at the bank. But let's play the clip of Von Miller talking about facing this Baltimore Ravens offense. And he is very, very complimentary of what this unit can do.
In the very first game when they played the Kansas City Chiefs in that first drive, it just looked scary. I just say that, just keeping it 100. You know, it just looks scary with the type of offensive line that they have, and you got Derrick Henry back there, and Lamar Jackson always has the threat to take the ball and run it. And I think on that very first drive with the Chiefs, they ran 6 or 7 plays, all runs, and it was straight down the field and into the end zone. And I remember watching the game on TV, and I was like, this is going to be a problem. And it has been. It has been throughout 4 weeks of the season. You know, you can't sit here and say it's not. And that's something that we definitely got to have on the top of the priority. Derrick Henry is his own monster in itself. I trained with Derrick Henry in the offseason at Sanders Fit in Dallas. So I know what type of guy he is. I know what type of special player he is. And Lamar Jackson, everybody knows about Lamar Jackson, league MVP, one of the most dynamic players that ever play in this game. Not just quarterback. You can't even just put him in a box as a quarterback. He's greater than that. One of the most dynamic players to ever play this game, and he can throw the ball too. So both of those guys present, you know, unique challenges. And then you got Zay Flowers. He can take a 2-yard screen to the end zone. You know, they got a succession of tight ends and utility players too. You know, Ricard and Likely and Mark Andrews, when he gets rolling, they have a really tough offense. And
so a lot of good things there. You know, he's recognizing what the Ravens offense can be. And we saw it earlier on, at least in flashes in that Kansas City game. That first drive is what Vaughn was alluding to. That Cowboys game, the Ravens just ran it all over the Cowboys. They could do whatever they want. Lamar only threw the ball 15 times. Now we know how it ended, but the Ravens, they were able to run the football. Running the football is always going to be in the team's DNA. No doubt about it. But you know what I also liked? And you know how I feel, Brad, about players talking about their peers. Von Miller didn't just say that Lamar was, you know, he's one of the most explosive players.
Yeah.
Not just quarterbacks in the entire NFL. The dude is that damn good. And then saying how hard and how problematic it is to defend not only Lamar, but Derrick Henry. We've all seen the workouts. It's ridiculous. You guys have all seen what he did so far as a Baltimore Raven and what he's done against the Ravens and many other teams for the entirety of his career. That's going to be a key right there. Buffalo's going to try to slow down Derrick Henry.
Yep.
And if they can do that, that's a 1 check mark for them. But the other part is, can you contain Lamar Jackson? And that's going to be the different thing. I think one big question, Brad, on the offense that we still don't know. No idea. The tight end situation.
Yep. I was just about to say, you know, Von Miller brought that up as far as the tight end situation and the playmakers they have with Likely and Andrews. And I was just looking at this. Andrews is 7th in the league when it comes to separation percentage, which indicates that obviously he's creating that separation and getting open still. 7th in the league, and doesn't really have the numbers to show for it. Through 3 games, he's caught only 6 passes for 65 yards. And so his involvement offensively really hasn't been there. I think it's been personnel matchups and the way that they've been trying to figure out the running game, which obviously it looks like they figured that out last week. But my God, feed Mark Andrews the ball. If he's getting that kind of separation, 7th in the league. I mean, I think there's a lot of people wanting to know what's going on, but I think a little patience is kind of needed here. It's only a matter of time before Mark Andrews starts just going off, and I think that that's going to be something pretty significant for him.
Yeah, I think another part that we're going to have to consider is, or, you know, not even consider, but to continue to talk about is how is the combination of the tight ends going to work out, especially when you have playmakers at that position, Likely, Andrews.
Yeah.
Again, so far we haven't had the coexist where they've been a dominant force together in a game. Charlie Kolar made the big play against the Cowboys.
Right.
And it's not that you're going to need Andrews or Likely, but those guys, what they can do with the ball after the catch is sensational, right? So we want to be able to see what happens there because it's an element of the game that was also what made the Ravens offense special, especially because the defenses were locking in on Mark Andrews. Just like right now, the Chiefs, they're saying, and maybe Kelsey's also getting up there, but teams are going, all right, we're going to have someone else beat us. It's not going to be Travis Kelce. And then it was Rashee Rice stepping up.
Yep.
It's an impact there. So I'd like to see, and maybe this is Mark Andrews' game, Brad. Maybe.
I think it could be.
Primetime Mark?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, If the run game gets going the way that I think it should, especially given the Bills' rush defense, I think that there's some potential there for the play action to really be set up for somebody like Likely or Andrews for that matter. So watch for that. I think that there could be. I've been a huge Mark Andrews guy since the beginning of the season. Obviously, kind of been let down here so far, but I think that this could be one of those games where we see a lot more Mark Andrews tonight.
Marky Mark, baby. I'm just saying. A touchdown, good time for first touchdown for the season for Mark Andrews.
Oh, yeah.
Not just for the Baltimore Ravens, but even for all the fantasy players out there. We care about the Ravens first, but fantasy is a lot of fun regardless of it. So want to make sure that we're having fun. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Ryan Ripken Show. We are doing Sundays, and it's the home game here, so we got a lot of activities planned for you guys as we continue to build this up. We do regular shows on Monday and Thursday, our regularly scheduled programs. We'll run for an hour and a half, 2 hours, starting at 3 p.m. So tomorrow, catch us then. We're going to be talking about the football weekend and also getting you ready for the Orioles and the playoffs in general. We might have a guest joining us that knows a thing or two about ball. Stay tuned. So, and we were going to make our Deep Eddy crush. And if you're going to the game, Stuggies is also in the stadium in M&T Bank. And if you also, we did this earlier, I'm stuffed still, but I'll be hungry. I always can be. We got set up by the Iron Rooster. Shout out Kyle, the Iron Rooster, as always. We get too much food.
Yes.
We never turn it down.
No.
And I never am dissatisfied with any food that I've had there. And I think I've had everything on the menu 3 times.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
At least.
So I think, well, I saw one of our guys pop in, then pop out. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's been going in and out. I don't know what Rocco's doing.
Good kid. Good kid. Let me see if I can find what was I going to pull up here? Oh, I heard him. Rocco, nod your head if you're with us.
I don't know what he's doing.
Nope, he's gone.
Okay.
And this is part of it. We're working on it, but we're gonna get this so damn good. You know what? I know that we're gonna do the crush segment, but I'm getting close to having our Deep Eddy crush of the day, which is a combo, by the way, lemon and blueberry. A little sprinkle of blueberry in there.
Yes.
Sounds delicious, doesn't it? And Brad, you actually are the one that concocted it.
Oh, yeah.
Initially.
Actually, you know what? The Iron Rooster, the first time I've ever had something like that was at the Rooster. I don't know. They don't really, I guess, like market it anymore, but it was definitely something that they had over the summertime that I was all about.
Ooh, sounds good. Not going to say I don't love it or I don't hate it. I love it. I don't like it. I love it.
It's 20-0 San Francisco over the Patriots right now. George Kittle. Another tutty.
BCB.
Yep, BCB.
BCB, baby. I mean, that's going to be a rout.
Yeah.
The game was over before.
It was only a matter of time before the Patriots really kind of like got taken to the woodshed.
Oh, sugar. That's for sure. That is for sure. But you know what? This is fun. We're having a good time. This is a lot of fun with it. I'm wondering if we can get our first boots on the ground. Hey, Rocco, bark for me behind screen if you're ready to go. He's ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's bring on our guy, Rocco DeSangro.
Yeah, I think we're good.
They are.
I think we're good. Do you guys have us? Can you guys hear us?
Oh,
Yeah.
hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me? Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. How am I?
Unfortunately.
Sunshine? I'm fantastic, man. How are you? Hold on. Let me try to be like as professional as humanly possible. Oh, that's not going to work. Hold on. I got to make sure the mic and everything looks good. Yeah? Here, Zach.
Let's get it right. Get it touch.
I don't know. But yeah, here we are. We're here. We're there. No, you can turn it around. You can turn it around. This is, yeah, Zach, give me the mic, dude. This is like, all right, so this is our first, like, real, I guess, boots on the ground to, like, look, M&T Bank Stadium. Me and Zach are going to figure out, like, how to do this. But right now, there's a stadium. There's the tailgaters. We have Ravens. We have Bills. We have everybody that you can ever imagine. And I tweeted at Sean Merriman. We had a Sean Merriman 56 Bills jersey. Bills legend, by the way, played there for 2 seasons. So really cool stuff. Yeah. The Maryland vibes are high. Bills Mafia is out here in full force, as is Ravens Flock. So they're getting ready for what's hopefully going to be a great game on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, yeah. We're hoping for it, right? And we know it's early, so you're getting it all set up down there. You're getting it right, getting it tight, Rocco. How's the weather forecast right now? A little windy, a little rainy?
It's a little windy, a little muggy. I mean, you could see from the sky. I'm no meteorologist. I didn't, wasn't nearly smart enough to go to school for that. That's why I did Sports Rip, as you know. We've done a few segments together. But I'd say cloudy with a chance of football. I know that's very cringe-worthy. Things I say usually are cringe-worthy. But yeah, it is. It's what it is right now. Zach, do you have anything to say?
Can't hear Zach.
Can't hear Zach.
Can't hear Zach. No, can't hear Zach. Hear Zach. Take the roadcaster. See, this is like.
Yeah, your earbuds are connected as microphones, not the road.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What happened?
I think the AirPods are connected, and that's what's going on Zach's, not yours.
The AirPods are connecting, and that's on Zach's and not mine.
Of course, Rocco cut Zach off, though. Hey.
Well, there's no better way to do like a run through than to do it like out here in the wild. So, there's no way to practice a run through for this.
Actually, so I was just going to say, Rock, if you want, what you should do is have the AirPods and one phone, and then the Rode and the phone with the camera.
We could have the AirPods and one phone and the Rode with the camera. That's smart. Would that make sense though? Or shouldn't we have the Rode and the mic?
One camera is going to be feeding you audio. The other camera, you're actually going to be inputting to.
Smart. See, that's why Brad Smith's the production. Did you hear him? Yeah. Well,
all right. We'll see you in a minute.
All right. Sounds good, boys. Sounds good, boys.
We'll get ready for the crush. Hey, they're working on it. Hey, if you guys are behind the scenes still, Rock, go find us something spicy.
Yeah.
Go find us some fun over there. So we're having a good time. Why don't we, as I get ready for making the crush and we'll get that set up.
Yep.
There has been some great quarterback play. And the reason why we're playing this clip is because one of those quarterbacks is actually on that list that's playing in the game tonight with the Ravens and the Bills. Spoiler alert, though, it's not Lamar Jackson. But let's pull up Dan Orlovsky's top 5 quarterbacks right now in the NFL going into week 4. Should we talk about that?
Yeah.
So top 5 quarterbacks right now. So Dan Orlovsky recently on First Take just revealed his top 5 quarterback list right now in the NFL. So we'll play the clip and then we can talk about it on the other side.
All right, right now, top 5 right now. Don't get your feelings hurt, okay? Let's start number 5. We're going all the way to the Pacific Northwest, Geno Smith. Geno Smith, some of the throws that Geno's made this year have been absolutely ridiculous. The ball placement leading to incredible yards after the catch. If you watch him late in games, and for all you people at home going, he threw 2 interceptions last week. They were tipped, okay? So take a deep breath. But some of the throws downfield to DK Metcalf that have led to big plays, unbelievable start to Geno's season, and he got mad at me that I didn't put him on a list another time. Number 4, Kyler Murray. You can make the case Kyler Murray's in the running for the MVP right now. Kyler Murray has got the Cardinals at 2-1. Not his fault last week that they lost to Detroit Lions. Tough game. The connection with Marvin Harrison. The plays that he's made with his legs. Kyler looks like Kyler there. You're like, hey, man, this cat at Oklahoma should be the number 1 pick of the NFL draft, which he was. Kyler Murray's got the Cardinals contending into the playoffs. Number 3, listen, Andy Dalton's not the only balling redhead in the NFL right now. Sam Darnold, he's a little bit of a ginger to him. Don't play man coverage versus him. If you play man coverage versus Sam Darnold, he's going to score 30-plus on you. His connection, Justin Jefferson, he's doing it without Addison. He's doing it without Hawkinson. Kevin O'Connell, arguably coach of the year right now with Matt LaFleur, making things super good for Sam Darnold. Number 2, that bad man, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers back to being a dude in the NFL. Some of the throws that Aaron has made this year, you guys see some of the balls like Allen Lazard. Everyone said Allen Lazard sucks. Now Allen Lazard is really good. Guess what the common denominator is? Aaron Rodgers. That ball should be a pick 6 by Gonzalez. It's not because Rodgers threw it. Second best quarterback in football right now. And the number 1 quarterback, I'm going to look directly at you two because you guys have had said some things about this guy that we've disagreed with, we've argued with. We've argued with.
The part of the wild Josh Allen ride.
Josh Allen is the best quarterback in football right now.
Come on.
He is an absolute wagon.
He is.
Distributing the football, probably the best offensive line in football right now.
What's a wagon?
What's a wagon? I actually love the fact that he used that he's a wagon.
I know.
I love that.
Absolute wagon.
So let's go through the list again. Geno Smith at 5, Kyler at 4, Sam Darnold at 3, Aaron Rodgers at 2, and Josh Allen at number 1. I'll be honest, Josh Allen at number 1. I think it's fair to say
no argument there.
he's playing really well through the first 3 weeks of the season. Let's talk about the rest of the list here. First off, Kyler Murray they're not 2-1, they're 1-2. They lost games. They lost to the Bills. Tough game. And then they lost to the Lions. So they've lost to 2 playoff caliber teams. Fair enough. Geno, I love Geno. It's just hard for me to say that I'm going to put him in the top 5. And I'm not trying to be a homer here or bias, but what did Lamar Jackson do to not be in?
Yeah. His defense gave up points. That's how Lamar Jackson didn't get in this list, because his defense let him down. Because Isaiah Likely's foot was a half inch too big is the reason why Lamar Jackson's on this list.
So, and again, I'm just genuinely curious right now. Lamar Jackson through the first 3 weeks of the season, 65% completion percentage. He's averaging just under 8 yards a throw. Has 702 passing yards. Only had to throw 15 times the last game against the Cowboys. But then he's got 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And that's just with him passing the football. Rushing wise, he's already got 254 rushing
Well, you
yards.
can make the argument that 1 interception was also not his fault.
So, and again, that's a part of it. So I don't blame that for Geno, but
come on.
you know, I'm happy who's on the list. I'm happy Sam Darnold's on the list. That guy deserves it.
He deserves that.
Deserves it.
He deserves to be number 3.
And I don't want to say that none of them deserve to be on it, because that's not being fair. I just want to have the point of, why is it always, if we're talking about quarterbacks, why are we throwing off
the MVP?
in top 5 right now? Because we're looking at it. Yeah, it's a team sport, but what did Lamar Jackson specifically do in these last games that he should have done better? Dallas, what did you want him to do better?
Yeah.
Closed out the game too, by the way. He did a great job there. The Chiefs game, with all the issues on the offensive line, he was trying to help will that team back, and it's a team game. Yeah, could he had a missed throw to Likely? All right, there's a lot of missed throws throughout the NFL. Aaron Rodgers and the 49ers went out there. The Jets played the 49ers. Aaron Rodgers, they got smacked.
Yeah, he got his ass kicked.
And it wasn't all Aaron Rodgers' fault, right?
Right.
So I just think in that list, good for Kyler. I'm happy for him. I'm already bitter about not having Lamar Jackson on the list. I'll just be transparent.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's a dog, man. Sam Darnold, by the way, what's the best thing for anyone when it comes to football for your career?
Leaving the Panthers. And it didn't help that he was also, before that, was on the Jets. We talk about some, people, the grind.
Did you see Belichick on Pat McAfee? It was like everybody loves Sam Darnold except for the Jets.
Yeah, he was like, everyone likes what Sam Darnold did except the Jets. He's like, I don't understand. It's like, I've always liked Sam Darnold. It's like, every team likes Sam Darnold except the Jets, apparently. I guess you can toss the Panthers onto that too now. They didn't know what to do.
Well, it's just kind of wild to me when we look at it that way. And then look, it's early, right? It's very early. I don't have any problem with Pat Mahomes not being on that top 5 list. He hasn't been playing well.
And he's even said it too.
Yeah. He's even blatantly said it, because I have not played very well. We've found ways to win, but I haven't played well. For Lamar Jackson, I can't sit there and go, hey, Lamar, could you have played better? Sure, but Lamar, you've also played pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very fair to say.
Hey, Lamar, I know you've had to go Superman a few times to try to win ball games, but could you do a little bit more?
Yeah.
But obviously, especially after Josh Allen's last performance, man, you can't argue any of that. That dude, he
playing
is
out of his mind.
He is a wagon, and you know what? When the Bills aren't playing the Ravens, man, I want good things for Buffalo. I do. I like what they're doing. I think Josh Allen's a phenomenal player, and let James cook, but don't let them cook this weekend against the Baltimore Ravens, right? So there it was, right? When I move, you move, baby. Just like that. So, look, Josh Allen, he's been playing the best ball in the NFL out of all the quarterbacks. There's no denying that.
Nope.
I mean, honestly, his performance against the Jaguars, and we don't know what the Jaguars are, but guess what? Josh Allen looks pretty damn good. He deserves it. But we're just about the part of it. I love that Lamar's an underdog a little bit with that. Hey, keep him off that list.
Yeah.
I think the Ravens play better with a little chip on their shoulder.
Yep.
And in this case, it's a statement for both, but the Ravens are still favored in this game, obviously. But it's okay. Keep the two-time MVP down. Heel.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be told he's good. He's terrible still.
Yeah. Sucks.
Can't do anything. Hey, you know what? We're changing it up a little bit because we are waiting on our boots on the ground to get back in there. I think, did you just label it boots on the ground?
No, Rocco did.
That's fantastic. But hey, we're doing our new Deep Eddy here, and we're actually trying to be a little bit more resourceful so you don't have to see me try to take, 15, 20 minutes to do whatever the hell I'm doing there, crunching it. But Deep Eddy Vodka, our crush of the day, of the weekend. We're doing a little mixture for you guys. And actually, courtesy Brad, this was your little concoction we put together. How about a little Deep Eddy lemon with a little blueberry syrup in there and obviously some fresh lemon juice. But there is actual juice in Deep Eddy vodka, all of them. Actual real juice.
Break out that lemon. Show the people that lemon vodka right there.
Right there.
The lemonade vodka. Yep. There you go. Deep Eddy lemonade.
Deep Eddy lemonade. It's actually originated in Austin, Texas.
There you go.
I'm surprised I should have gone there and seen the place in person here. We don't have to talk about my little bender. We can save that for a little bit. So, sugar. Oh, but it's good. Hey, Brad, cheers to you.
Yeah. So how did we make this, Rip? We put Deep Eddy's lemon,
triple sec,
little
club soda.
We did
club soda instead because if you want to be a little bit healthier, that's what we're doing today.
Yep.
Some real lemon, but then there is real juice in the Deep Eddy lemon flavor.
Yeah.
And then we mixed it, put some ice in there.
A little bit of blueberry syrup.
Where's the blueberry? Where is it?
We don't have to show that.
No, it's in one of the bottles. You know what? I just wanted to do it in this because this keeps my drink cold. I know it's a shaker. But cheers. Have a day. Have a night. Cheers to you.
Cheers. Hey. Yeah. It's good stuff.
You know what? Wow.
Yeah. See, told you.
How about the one that you made the other time was freaking strong?
Yeah, it's because I put too much.
Yeah, you put it as 100% vodka with a splash.
I didn't put any club soda in it. That was the mistake the first time.
Yeah, I think Rocco is the one that did, and he coughed up a lung. He's a good kid though. We like Rocco sometimes here.
I'm trying to figure out if they're good or if they're not good.
He's literally on the ground.
That's all I'm seeing is the ground.
Is the ground down there at the stadium. And that's where we're going to end up going. We saw some people wondering. When we go and we're going to talk about the game tomorrow, we go to it and try to give you guys everything we're seeing in the action. So I guess it's, twist our arm. We'll go to the game, Brad, and make sure everything's okay at the stadium. But it is a big, big game. And bartending with Rip, I still think Kelly's got to come in and do this.
I agree.
So Kelly, wherever you are, she can't judge me this time. We were prepared because I didn't have to.
Oh yeah,
make it in front.
Yeah. Good call.
So, hey, you know what? This is an interesting thought for the game too, but it's a good point, Matt. Derrick Henry gets 20 touches. Probably the Ravens are going to win the game.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be close. But I think that they could definitely make that happen.
Ooh,
Derrick Henry because if Derrick Henry gets 20 touches, that means Lamar's at least getting, 20. Oh, no, not 20. He's probably at least getting another 5 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
Averaging probably around 10, 12 yards a carry. So put 30 to 32 carries. Chances are you're going to win that game. Josh Allen's not going to get a whole lot of possessions to really take it to you. So I like that.
I like that. You know what I'd really like is if they don't lose tonight. That would be the absolute best.
Yeah.
Is our boots on the ground back? Are we getting word that they're ready to go? Or
I have gotten no word from them. I don't know what they're doing.
Or are we looking at on the ground? Honestly, even if we can't hear them and I could just see them roaming around, that would be entertainment for myself while we're having a drink. It's almost like, in this case, it's like they could have used one of our Adams Jeep, and that's a good time to bring up our sponsor, Adams Jeep of Aberdeen here, and proud sponsor of the Ryan Ripken Show, and actually planning something. Chuck and I are going to go open up some baseball cards and just talk shop. I'm going to do a live up there. Going to talk baseball, answer questions, and we're going to pull out old trading cards.
Yeah.
Of players that maybe people want, maybe people remember, maybe they don't. But we're going to do that, answer all your baseball questions. But Adams Jeep of Maryland, car service, used cars. If you go and buy a used car and you use the phrase I like the Ryan Ripken Show, love the Ryan Ripken Show, and I hate Rocco DeSangro. Any mixture, and you got a chance to get up to $1,000 in gas money for buying a used vehicle.
It's a lot of gas.
It's a lot of gas. And I'm telling you what, Brad, you use up a lot of gas. That is for damn sure.
Do a lot of driving.
But seriously, tell them the Ryan Ripken Show sent you. And I think, they're gone again.
I don't know what they're doing.
Hey, on the Gladiator, Brad can speak on the Gladiator.
Yeah, I got a Rubicon Gladiator, 40-inch tires. Actually, we should talk about this.
Yeah. Do we have story time right now?
The Gladiator, not in great shape right now.
It won the battle.
It won the Monday. We'll show some photos.
Yeah,
but
preview for Monday.
Just for our viewers today, let's just say that the vehicle that hit my vehicle on Friday didn't make it. The people, everybody's fine.
Everyone's fine.
Everybody's fine. Nobody went to the hospital. Everybody is fine. But the vehicle that hit my vehicle is no longer with us.
It is totaled. It was
literally just hit one of my 40-inch tires and totaled the whole entire thing. It deployed every single airbag in the vehicle. Just hit one of my tires. And the truck cosmetically looks like wasn't hit at all.
Yeah.
But the axle, I think it needs a new axle.
Yeah, so we'll get to the full story time with that. It is
Wait till Monday. Tune in on Monday for that.
Tune in tomorrow, but be safe. Be safe out there for sure. I think Rocco's ready now. I think we're ready to try
Let's
this
give
out
it a
again.
Rocco.
What's going on, guys? You got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were waiting. We saw the ground. We saw literal boots on the ground.
Yeah, we're boots on the ground right now. The lots at M&T Bank Stadium outside, and crowds are electric. It's awesome. But can you hear me through here? Like if I'm talking on here?
Yes, unfortunately.
I think we can. Can't hear you now. No.
It's not the iPhone camera.
Nope, it is.
Yeah,
it is the iPhone.
It is the iPhone camera. Awesome.
Wait, so can you hear me?
What's that?
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
We hear
Yeah,
that actually perfectly.
Yeah, so we're out here at the lots, man. It's pretty incredible, the atmosphere right now. We haven't seen anybody get thrown through a table, but hopefully very soon. What's going on back in the studio?
Well, did you guys hear about the Rashee Rice situation?
We did not. What happened?
Patrick Mahomes threw an interception and accidentally tackled or hit Rashee Rice, and he's carted off the field, knee injury.
It's not great.
That's not good. That's not good, Rock.
Not good. Not good, Rick. All right, let's give you guys here. You wanna turn the camera around and show everybody what we're looking at, like as far as
What do you mean turn around?
it's just me with M&T Bank Stadium in the background.
So what we're turning it around is?
This is incredible. This is incredible.
There's no plan. There's no plan at all.
That's fine. That's fine. This is incredible.
The plan was to send two dumbasses to the tailgate with just a phone.
And it's working out incredibly well.
See what happens right now.
I will say we're getting a lot of great comments so far, and we don't have it figured out yet. So this is
we go find some, what's that?
We said we haven't gotten it figured out yet, and they're still loving it. Matt's writing right here. This is great. So even though we can see Rocco's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. The fact that he doesn't know what the fuck's going on is making this fantastic.
I mean, you got M&T Bank Stadium and the porta potties back there, so it's
an incredible backdrop.
It's an incredible backdrop. That's
what can we do to get you to catch a pass in the lots?
The phone. Give me the phone. Zach literally just took the phone and put it in my hand.
There we go.
Zach, what do we got?
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Sunday Night Football, the bank. Where else would you rather be?
Exactly.
Hey, Zach, out of curiosity, can you? I mean, how can you not be romantic about football, right?
How can you not be romantic about Baltimore Ravens football?
There you go. There you have it. You got a guy in a Kyle Hamilton jersey just talking about that. Doesn't get any better than that. So.
Hey, Rock, I'm dead serious. Even if we have no audio, can I see someone run some routes?
Ooh.
You see someone run some routes?
Yes.
Absolutely. Like, we'll see.
I get shy on live streams.
What a wuss.
Zach's getting denied left and right, so it's great.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you guys in H?
Yeah, we're in H right now. You got any buddies we can go talk to or no?
Yeah. I think my buddy Max is down there. He's got wild blonde
Send him
hair.
over. Send him over. We're chilling right now. We're trying to find people, so it's a good time.
Let me ask where he is.
Yeah.
The people want to know, Rock.
Joe said to run a lap, Zach.
Yeah. Zach, see if you can run a route with these guys. Huh?
And maybe
Just like
run the suicide. Like getting
I
3
want someone who's going to give me the lock of the day.
The lock of the day?
I'm trying to find someone that
I feel like you should run to the porta potty and back, touch it, and just like that's your drill for the day.
I'm looking for who looks like they just know ball.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think this guy knows ball right over here? Is that a Pat Ricard jersey?
What about the Josh Allen?
Oh, you got it. Oh, there you go. No, the Pat Ricard jersey is fresh. Pat Ricard jersey is fresh. All right.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is we're just gonna like ask people if they want to talk with us. So I'm sorry. I'm used to being a short guy, Zach. So it's the camera's usually down here, but with it up a little bit, it does suck. How the roles are reversed though now. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
I was an on-air guy for like 9 years, and now holding the camera for some jabroni. No, Zach, we're not talking to people in line at the porta potty.
Yeah,
that can that's not a good idea, buddy.
Hey, I think my buddy is actually there. He's in H3.
H3.
all right, we're moving.
All right, what's your? We're moving. We're on the move right now, Rip. And if we talk to some people on the way, we will.
The greenback.
But they're in H3. You could find them. It's
Good thing we're walking to H3.
Yeah, Rip, thanks. It's like we're not at H2 right now. That right there is H2. We're on our way to H3. Your purple shirt, man, it might be periwinkle.
What about this guy right here?
Purple shirt looks electric.
Thank you. I know.
Yeah.
It is electric. Yeah.
Very handsome lad.
Thank you. Actually going to talk some baseball right after
this. Guy's got a sick jersey. It says Big Daddy 23.
Oh yeah, talk to him.
Hey, if you guys,
we got to get to H3.
Well, why don't you guys, when you get someone lined up, bring them, like just get us on and we can talk to them.
That is a big ass Justin Tucker right there.
Are they going to be able to hear you if we talk to them?
Or
ask him the question.
If you find Max, he'll talk to you. I guarantee you that.
Where's Max?
He's in H3.
Yeah, Rip, H3 is a pretty big area. That's like telling someone, hey, where are you in the stadium? Oh, I'm in the upper deck. Thanks. Where in the upper deck? So, all right.
I'll ask him where. Hey, but while you guys are looking for a quick moment, do you guys want to discuss some of the best bets for tonight? Are we cool with that?
Or we could do
the sorry.
You want to do the crushed it, Rock?
Do I want to do the crushed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't know how well it's going to go. I'm getting an echo in my ear. But
Highlights playing. The highlights playing.
Highlights playing.
Yeah, go.
It's going right now, Rock.
Who do we got on the screen first?
Derrick Henry. Oh, he just juked someone.
Oh, Derrick Henry just juked someone. There you go. You want to add commentary, Zach?
Stiff arm.
Derrick Henry. America's team, but there's nothing more American.
Jaden Daniels. It's Jaden Daniels now. Oh,
hold on.
Back to
timeout.
Hold on.
He's flustered.
Crushing it.
He's taking it way too. You're taking it way too personally.
Rocco.
You do it. You do it. Go ahead.
Tell me when it starts playing.
Go ahead. It starts playing right now.
Oh my God. Derrick Henry, Week 3, Dallas Cowboys defense. Get out of here. We are crushing it in Baltimore. Also crushing over 68.5 yards tonight. Got a little lock of the day in there as well.
Okay, Jaden Daniels is on the screen.
Jaden Daniels, die.
Two.
So Terry McLaurin in the end zone.
And we're showing the
Terry
other
McLaurin. Yeah. Oh, Terry's catch. Crushing it. This is how you do it, Rocco.
You're not getting nearly enough, enthusiastic enough.
Yeah, you got it.
You got it.
It's terrible.
Gotta have it.
Yeah.
All right. So hold on. We got to switch. Zach, switch up with Rocco because Rocco's got to make this call. He, after all, did call the Iron Bowl.
After all, I did call the Iron Bowl. It's 5 or 6 of them. But Alabama, listen, they had the game in the bag at half. It was 28-0. And what happened? What happened to Alabama? The Bulldogs, they came back. They took the lead. But you know who Alabama has on the roster? A 17-year-old Ryan Williams, who should be going to prom this year. Instead, he's a freshman on the campus of Tuscaloosa, making defenders miss. Yo, that's what we're talking about.
Hey, you actually, Rock, crushed it on the Ryan Williams. You were right on point with the video.
Was I? I couldn't hear it all, so this is good. Yeah.
It's actually the comments here, despite all of this going for the first time. A lot of love, great transitions. This is incredible. Pass along.
Yep. That's how it is, man. That's how we gotta do it. So
good kids.
Listen, first time out there, it's all good, bro. You're good. You're doing a fine
we'll
job.
get this down. This
And
is the
Laura,
first.
Laura
Listen, you look back
also,
at any show.
Yeah, go ahead.
First time.
Yeah.
Baby steps. It's how it
Exactly.
is. So once
Exactly.
we get this down, it's going to be fantastic. This is our first time out here. So what we're going to try to do is get over to the entrances with the players. Nick Moore coming in. You know, he's going to be dressed for the nines. I know he's feeling a little down after that Georgia loss. It happened so. So we'll see what he rolls in with. Maybe he lost a bet to one of his teammates or like an agreement, which we call a bet, where you got to wear some Bama stuff. So looking
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
Bring it into the stage.
I wonder who
I don't know. There's a lot of Bama guys on that team, Rip. So,
Well, there's probably the largest Bama guy on that team.
Yeah.
Physically.
Yes. That's exactly what we're talking about.
People helping people. Hey,
How are you
Rock.
guys doing back there at the station?
We're doing great. We're doing great. And I'm telling you.
Drinking some crushes.
And Joe actually gave you a compliment. You and Zach. Hard to believe. This is the best content you can ever find.
The best content we can ever find. I mean, I do appreciate that, Joe. So,
And then he also said that Nick's going to kick your ass in the Oklahoma drill.
no, he's not. Listen, I've been hitting legs twice a week the last 3 months, so I think I can take that more off. Yeah. Might be a little skinny, but getting there.
Joe
All right,
also asked how Temple did.
Temple sucks, man. It is what it is. Unfortunately. But we're a building program. We'll get there.
You guys are good kids. Hey, listen, if you guys can make it over there or not, or if you just want to do one more thing, or you guys can wrap up, you tell me. If you find one more thing,
If you find
We're gonna find
somebody,
some fans to talk to.
there's a guy behind you
to talk to.
tossing a football. It's what. There's no way that
No, we're going into a crowd of. If we're getting fans, we're going into a crowd of people. We're talking to a crowd of people.
hey, well, we got 15 minutes left in today's show, but this is fantastic. And while you guys are doing that, we're going to take our trip up to West Virginia.
Nice. Very nice. Love it. All right.
I got to deal with this kid. He is killing my vibe. I am trying to have a night, and he is killing that vibe.
I don't know why he's taking this so seriously.
Got the lot.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Good kids, but the thing is, we'll give them a second here. Let's go up to our friends at Hollywood Casino up in West Virginia here, Charlestown Races, and we're going to give you our best bets for the Ravens game specifically. And look, we got a tailgate event happening up there October 27th up at Hollywood Casino and Charlestown Races. Cannot wait for that. We'll send more details, and Hollywood Casino is getting in on the giveaways for this fall. And by the way, out of curiosity, Brad, I wonder if anyone had the riddle from watching the last show about, I don't know, where did Kevin spin the globe last? I don't think anyone knows. But we're going to have that put on social media tomorrow.
Should have had it out Friday.
Should have had it out Friday.
Yep, we'll get it out.
We're working. We will get the post out.
Boss.
And the person that enters the right country is going to be entered in to win. And if we have enough, then we'll raffle it off. But Deep Eddy's giving away Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races. They're giving away packages, plural, giveaways to go up there. And we got a lot in store with them. So let's pull up all right, I have it right here. My bad. I'm the one that has it. I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah, well.
Yes. Oh, There we go. Ready?
Yep.
So, as you see on the screen right there, I'll start on top with me. Hey, I think the best bet is Ravens -1.5. I'm just feeling really confident. Maybe it's the deep Eddy crush. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like this is a game in Baltimore Sunday night. This is a signature moment for Baltimore to really get back on track, get to 2-2, prove that you're right there to be one of the top teams in the AFC, and that's mine. You heard Zach mention Derrick Henry, over 68.5 rushing yards. He's been crushing that recently. He's been over that in the last 2 games. Brad, you had it earlier, actually, for your best bet, not Ravens related, but Andy Dalton. I don't think he got the 300.
He got 220, 2 tutties, and an interception today. So I struck out with Carolina today. I thought maybe there was going to be this, resurgence with Carolina and their new Red Rifle QB, but unfortunately, Andy Dalton only threw for 220 and INT. I did not get anywhere near those 300 yards like he did last week.
And for Andy, though, I mean, the Bengals, it was do or die. It's been kind of do or die for Cincy, right? And the last thing then, Rocco's now getting on the train. And we talked about this. Great time for Mark Andrews' first touchdown. Actually, Rocco said this last week for a Raven getting the first touchdown of the year. Rashad Bateman. Rocco is right on that. Can Rocco go 2 for 2? That's his best bet tonight. Again, powered by our friends Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races in West Virginia. All right, I think we got some people. Let's go back to our boots on the ground.
Matthew.
Here we go.
Matthew Dillon. All right.
Oh, we're on.
We're back.
We're on right now. Oh, man. All right, back. We found some fans. Yeah, I didn't know we were locked in. So we got Dylan. We got Matthew. They're big-time Ravens fans, and they're here. So, guys, obviously we got to ask you about the game first. It's a big one for the Ravens. Sunday Night Football, Bills in town. Bills Mafia kind of, they tried to make their stake in this tailgate lot like they always do. But I see a great amount of Ravens fans, as it should be here. What are the vibes? How you guys feeling for that?
Vibes,
Feeling good.
vibes are fantastic. I mean, there is a lot of Bills Mafia here, and there's a lot of Ravens fans. Not as much black for the blackout game as I'd like to see, but I mean, purple or black, it don't really matter as long as you show up for the Ravens. I mean, the vibes are high.
I know on social media, in this day and age, what's the thing? Bills fans, Ravens fans, still bad. There's a lot of trash talk there. What's just like the craziest thing you've seen from a Bills fan this week, and what are you hoping the Ravens do to kind of quiet that noise out?
I'm seeing a lot of Josh Allen over Lamar takes, and I would like to know what Josh Allen has done outside of losing in the playoffs. I mean, I know Lamar hasn't gone as far, but Josh Allen hasn't won a playoff game in how many years, So also 0 MVPs on his record.
Max.
That's all I want to know. I want to know what Josh Allen has done to be better than Lamar.
Yeah. Same draft. The resume's though.
Yeah.
It says Lamar's a better quarterback. So.
One was picked a lot higher than the other, and, the rest is history. I mean, we already know how it went. 2 MVPs for Lamar Jackson, 0 for Josh Allen. So
it was beautiful. As a guy in a Josh Allen jersey walks by, and you're giving off all these facts right now. So, guys, you traveled from California, correct?
That is correct. Yes,
That's
sir.
sick. And where are you guys going to be sitting tonight?
We're sitting in the lower bowl, section 129. Also got tickets to the Black Wings, so I'm going to the Black Wing Club, and then I got on-field passes for the first time for warm-ups too. So
Hell yeah.
Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Dapping up the boys, dapping up Lamar.
There you go, man.
Let's go.
That is what I'm talking about. And hopefully, guys, it results in a Ravens win. Dylan, Matthew, thank you guid so much for joining us on the Ryan Ripken Show. Hope you enjoy the game, man.
Absolutely, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
All right, we got some fans to talk to, man. It's not just me anymore. This is good. These guys
Thank
are
God.
like this. They're going to enjoy it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it wasn't a complete failure, okay? Despite what you guys say about me, they talk a lot of trash, man. So it's like
Not about just about you. Just about you.
Hey, energy here is unmatched. Appreciate you, boys.
Big fan. Big fan.
All right. Hey, we're gonna head over for the pregame walk-ins and whatnot, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. We're gonna sign off for now.
Hurry up.
All right, run, sprint. That was great.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And so,
Rocco pulling out his reporting skills. You could tell he was all about that.
And eventually that's what we want to do, right? People helping people. It's all about the fan experience here. And that's what we want to try to get connected with the community. That's what drives everything, right? That's why we've had success growing the show to where we have got it so far. It's community. A lot of people love the Baltimore Ravens. People are passionate about it. I love the fact you hear the commitment coming in for the game, going all out, and really just being there. It's a bar. If you're in Baltimore, why not be at the game? And for some reason, if you're late on tickets for that, we got a code on SeatGeek. Use the code Ripken for the first time. You get 20% off on the SeatGeek.
$20.
$20. Sorry. Yeah, not even 20%, $20.
Yeah, $20 off.
Stop traffic. Sounds pretty good. And then also that applies for any type of event, by the way. I know the Orioles, they got a playoff game upcoming, and we're going to find out who they're playing here pretty damn soon, by the way. The Tigers are about to lose in the 9th, while the Royals might just beat the Atlanta Braves. Top of the 9th, Royals are up to 4-2.
Okay.
White Sox are up 9-4 in the bottom of the 8th, but you know what? The Fighting Gavin Cheats, do they have one more win in them? We will find out soon enough.
Oh, my God. Did you see what the White Sox tweeted out earlier today?
Oh, I mean, they've been on a bender in general.
No, I mean, like the GM actually put out a statement.
Oh, the statement. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Pretty rough stuff there for Chicago.
It wasn't good.
No.
It's not good. And as everyone knows, they had the most losses ever in Major League Baseball history. Getting over 120 was the record that they had to beat. And they are now sitting, if I have my math correct here, oh, goodness, I think it's 121 is the number it's at.
How many losses they've had? 121?
Yeah.
And today's game 162.
It's 162. They had 100 losses before they reached September.
Oh, God.
Do you remember your 121st loss in September? Woof. All right. If you guys knew the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. I don't know if they're going to be able to get over there quick enough by the time we got to get out of here in a second. Also, I guess I might be waiting to do a little bit of TV when this Royals game ends. So for everyone's sake, by the way, it would be great because then we can get over, stop traffic, check out the lots. Hey, Ollie.
He's got a toy.
He's got a toy.
That's fine.
That's good. Can't wait for this, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're trying to make things better. And Laura, it's a community that we talk about, right? If you're like and subscribe, become a member. We have interviews that we haven't dropped yet. Some we already have, some that we have planned in the future. And everything goes back into making this experience better. So Laura, thank you for donating to making the boots on the ground better. If you guys want to become a channel member, you can click that join button on the computer. I guess you can do it on your phone too, but it's a little bit, finicky. But yes, you can. There's a join button right there. You can be a good kid, or you can join the Holy Shirts and Pants membership there, where you get all the behind the scenes and the interviews before we release it out to the public. And also we got our Holy Shirts and Pants League, by the way. And I got to say, Brad, our team's doing pretty damn good. Just saying. So, and Joe, I do have TV clothes on. I might have to talk about who the Birds are going to be playing up soon here.
There you go.
And maybe that's it. And also, reminder, stay in touch for tomorrow. That's that. Is Rocco hopping on for one more person, then we're getting out?
Don't know. Hard to say.
But I'm really proud of them. First time out, it's actually been fantastic. And we actually know what we're going to do moving forward here. And thank you, Dog Training Plus. I try to clean up when I can. And I thought it's a good color for today, especially with the Vens.
Yeah.
We dress up sometimes. We're going to work on a dress code here at some point, right?
No.
Okay.
I got my hoodie on.
Yeah, you do.
It's also black, so I, got the memo.
You got the memo. And Laura, 3 p.m. tomorrow. That is correct. We will be talking football, and then we'll have a guest on to talk some baseball, one that you guys have heard of. And I would be fair to say, if I'm being honest, he probably knows the game just as well as anybody out there. I trust his opinion wholeheartedly. And he's a guy that truly, truly gets it. Maybe you've seen him before.
Last name. Does he look like you at all?
No.
Oh, no, not at all.
Not at all.
Okay. I don't know about that.
Yeah, no. Even though, see, now every time you mention something like that, I go to my hair.
See, so he does look like you a little bit.
Oh, there it is. Rick.
There's a resemblance between you and the guest for tomorrow. Let's put it that way.
Hey, and Rick, welcome to the membership. Hey, we appreciate you, Rick.
Welcome, Rick.
We appreciate you, Rick. I know Rick's been with us through the beginning. We appreciate you. And
He's
everyone
in the
else.
Good Kids Club.
Hey, we love it. Hey, anything really, truly, you guys, if you've seen the show from the beginning, it's made a massive improvement. We actually just added a light here to make things better. Victoria, that is just
hell yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah.
People helping people. Victoria and Don, I can't say enough good things.
The loyalist of fans.
It truly means the world to us. And again, our goal is to make our content better for all of you out there. And we got a lot more in store. And it's crazy. We really haven't been doing this consistently. This is our first year covering a full calendar year of sports. First year covering baseball, first year covering football. We feel pretty good about what we're building here. And it's just the beginning. So, and we love you too, Victoria. And we're getting an Austin Powers thing right there. Cannot wait for that. Ollie, buddy.
I got it.
Oh,
that's so.
Is that a golf ball?
That is disgusting. Yes.
Is that the gridiron golf ball?
It is.
Hey, you know what? For fun, I might try to sink a putt real quickly. If we're waiting for boots on the ground here for a second.
I think we are for a little bit. Yeah.
All right, so quick second. If I make a putt here, I think we'll give away some giveaways. If I can make 1 in 4, we're going to give away some koozies.
Yep.
And then we're trying to get some gear. And actually, Gridiron Golf's going to go with us to the lots one of these days.
Yes.
And if you guys don't know Gridiron Golf, it's that beautiful game right there. Any age can play. That's the beauty of it. But you can play it in so many different variations. You can play it the gridiron style. Each hole over there is a different size, touchdown being the smallest one. And you get 4 shots, like 4 downs in football. Or you could play horse, like you do for football. So many different variations. We have a lot of fun with it. But today, if you put your faith in me, put your faith in Kevin, you have to do a lot of squats. But let me go do this real quick. Can you still be good?
Yep.
Where'd the putter go?
The putter.
I got it.
Okay, we got. Okay, there.
I only got 3 balls because I like hot buddy.
Yeah, at least
Hot buddy.
I have a very slobbered up golf ball right now.
Can you leave this though? Can you sit? Sit. And ball. Can I get the other ball? One more ball. The other ball.
Okay. All right. Hit the ball. Hit the golf ball.
Sorry, I'm having a moment with my dog.
Yeah. We got work to do. All right. Ripken lines up to the 6-point touchdown, and he misses.
That was bad.
We're here at the Gridiron. Yeah, we're at the Gridiron Golf Classic. Ryan's being extra loud. And, Ricochet almost got that 6 points. One final turn. Lines it up right down the middle. And he sinks it for 6 points.
Yeah.
There you have it, guys. You can go to gridirongolf.com to get your Gridiron Golf. It is actually a great game that you can play while you're tailgating, while you're at home. If you want to just improve your putting game, you can certainly do that as well. It's actually really fun to do it with other people. Honestly, if you're looking for an alternative to something like cornhole, you can certainly do that with Gridiron Golf. Go to gridirongolf.com.
And Ollie, he just tried to take the balls.
Yeah, he's
a big ball guy.
Yeah.
Just like his Uncle Brad. Can you sit? Sit. Ollie, sit. Hey, Ollie, watch. Defiant.
Yeah.
Sit.
He's like, no.
Yeah,
okay.
He is the goodest boy.
Okay, fine.
Look at him. Come here, buddy. No, leave it. No.
Hey. Golf ball.
Hey,
Ollie loves the golf ball.
Come here. Come here. He is a good boy. Can you bring me the ball? Bring it.
Should we pop back into the fellas?
Yeah, let's pop back in for a last hurrah here.
Let's go over here.
Ollie, come here. Come here.
They got us?
Zach,
Are we on?
Yep.
Yeah, we're on. You're on. We're getting ready to sign off here. What are you doing?
We're trying to find one of them. What? Sign off. We clearly missed Nick's entrance because we were talking to those great fans. They were also. I'm really glad we got
loud over here.
It was so worth it.
Too loud. Too loud over here. Zach's like the camera. Do we want to get these guys just carrying the case of course or no?
Yeah. Let's see if they want
You guys know we're doing like a show. It's called the Ryan Ripken Show. We talk Panthers, we talk Baltimore, we talk Bills. You want to do it? Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, fellas. First and foremost, what are your names?
Cole? Danny? Mike?
Hell yeah.
This is
All right.
eclectic.
All right, so you guys are friends of different teams. Like, how does this work out first and foremost? Because there's a lot of trash talk going back and forth between these two fans and a lot on social media.
Well, I'm probably the only Bills fan here. They're not even Ravens fans. Like,
Oh, whoa. The fake Bills fan?
You guys are just anti-Bills that much. That is
I like
incredible. I kind of
We'll
like
take
that
it.
as well.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on just the Josh Allen Lamar Jackson comparison that everyone loves to talk about all the time?
Josh Allen is 10 times better. Not 10 times better. That's so crazy. But Josh Allen's a lot better than Lamar.
Oh, guys in the studio do not like that right now.
That's the case. You think Josh would have like an MVP or
Oh
something?
yeah.
Got a two-time MVP right here.
2-time MVP.
His MVP stats are nothing to go crazy about. He's a great player. I love Lamar Jackson. But Josh is much better as a passer there. Rumor has it the Bills' consolation prize this year is Josh Allen winning MVP. That's all they want. That's all
Hey.
they want.
Listen,
Hey,
friends. You guys are great. Are you guys going into the game or are you just tailgating tonight? Awesome.
Going to the
Incredible. What are you
game?
guys sitting at?
Great question. Great question.
That is the way to do it. Can we get a score prediction from each of you guys before you go in?
I'll say 27-20 Buffalo. I'll keep it close.
Okay.
I'll say 31-28 Ravens.
Like that.
I can see it going 33-28 Bills. 31-24 Ravens.
Boom.
There we go.
Split.
Guys, I think the guy with the case of beer knows what he's talking about. He's a man with a plan, and he's got it down. So I'm going to listen to him on this one. Yeah, guys, enjoy the
Love
game.
it.
Enjoy. Thank you for talking with us, and appreciate you all.
Good.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hey, we love this guy. Hey, dap him up. Dap him up. Appreciate them.
Guys. Enjoy. Go Bills. Have a good night, fellas. Here we go. Oh, and here's
Hey,
Ariana. So I don't know if she wants to be on stream as well.
Oh, geez.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, he's also tailgating. So,
He got really wrecked.
I think we're about to sign off. Are we about
Hey,
to
too
sign
much
off?
PDA right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of PDA.
Are we signing off?
HR just called.
We are signing off. We are signing off.
My bad. Where's your tailgate at? Over here?
Hey,
Rocco,
I'm gonna
you're
sign
Guys,
us
gotta sign
off.
off.
This is officially boots on the ground, signing off one last time.
beautiful.
Go Ravens.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks, Zach.
Great job, kids.
Yeah.
That's our boots on the ground, and we can't wait to have our sponsor for those boys for it, man. I'll tell you what, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. That was great. For the first time, honestly, we know we're going to have going.
Yeah, I'm good with
forward.
it. It was,
oh, my goodness.
There were some good moments there. It's only going to get better.
Only going to get better. And we appreciate it. But, guys, we're going to get on out of here. We tried to do it earlier just because of we're going to try to get on the action now. We're going to, and I got to do a little bit of work as well. So, we appreciate you guys. Ravens, we're all on the Ravens wagon tonight, I believe. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, I'm going Mark Andrews over 50 yards, and then I'm going to take Ravens. I like that 31-28. I think I'm going to go 31-28 Ravens. It's going to be a close one. Lots of rushing from the Ravens, I think. Not a whole lot of passing going on there.
Here we go. Well, that's great. Well, hey, guys, should we cue the music or no music for this one?
No, let's just
music.
get the hell
We're
out
out here. Hey, have a day, have a night. Go Ven. See you tomorrow, Monday, 3 p.m. Ryan Ripken Show. We'll be getting all into all football and get you ready for the postseason in Baltimore. You guys enjoy the rest of your football Sunday. Go Birds, baby.